everyone, this is CJ Novo 92 and today we are back for a brand new video, lads. It's going to be the fourth consecutive day that we have actually uploaded, so that's fantastic. Consistency. I was actually planning on bringing my packs, which I've actually just recently finished recording about 10-15 minutes ago, and the packs are great. There's nothing wrong. We may have packed Sinclair, we may have done it. But I thought, you know what? I didn't actually realise that Herrera had officially signed, because obviously when I was doing that, blah, 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 he signed like 15-20 minutes before. So I was like, nah, I need to make a video, because I knew Pena had signed previously, like a couple hours ago, and I was like, right, I'm going to wait for Herrera and then I'll bring out the Rangers recap, so we're doing them two at the same time. They arrive together on a plane, they will be announced together in a video. They fucked up. They broke the mould, lads. They went, nah, instead of just saying one at a time, letting CJ Novo at 992 enjoy some of his relaxing time between jobs, they were like, nah, let's just announce the bad boys. And they're both here, so that's what today's video is going to be about, lads. I'm actually really delighted that they're finally done and dusted. I can stop talking about them, to be honest with you, because I don't know if you could tell, but in every other video where I was talking about other players, new transfers, the sponsorship deals, everyone in the comments was like, where's Pena? Is the Pena deal off? I've heard this guy on Twitter who's using an old player's name, believe, but he likes to tweet stuff, and I believe it. He told me it's not happening now. Lads, trust in me, for I shall see. Anything else wrong with C for RPP? Nothing at all. I did say just to relax, the work permits would actually come eventually, slowly but surely. It finally did, and we're absolutely delighted with them both. Pena, obviously, a bit of a tank in the midfield. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff in like off the field incidents and stuff you hear about him drinking, he's partying, all that cool stuff. But I don't care about that. On the field, someone paid for him 8 million euros or whatever, only like 2 years ago for his club. Now, to be honest with you, lads, I've actually done a wee bit of research on this one, so it's not just going to be sort of, oh, look, this guy, and then do my traditional CJ Novo 92 jokes where I do like this. And then I do, what? And then I do Sasha Gray. I do that. So actually, we're going to tell a wee bit about Pena, because I know a wee bit about him. Now, Pena was actually a rising star from Mexico, and then he's troubled, and his stuff off the field really ruined it for him. He was very on form for his club, and then he got transferred, like I said, 2 years ago, and strangely, a lot of people are like in their clubs, and their fans around were like, this guy's in the try for us, he wants to go back to his previous club, and his form really dipped, and obviously he stopped getting cut from Mexico, but he actually looks a bit rejuvenated. Rejuvenated with it all. He says he's come here, he's been waiting on a chance to play in Europe. He's done with the Mexico football now. Team, a European sort of league, a harder challenge, and I really like it. If you watch these words, obviously his English isn't perfect, but he spoke out, and it's obviously written, you can read it in English. They're talking about how he knows the club, he knows the history, blah blah blah. Really looking forward to play for the jersey, and I think he's someone we've desperately needed. Some people say he's better going like as a sort of cam role, but I like him as a centre mid, sort of centre defensive mid, sort of where he plays for Mexico, the sort of breaker in the midfield. And I think that's where he'll probably play from us, because if you think about it, the only people we have at centre defensive mid that's actually a centre defensive mid.
Oh, you didn't know?
As Ryan Jack, who's recently just signed, Matt Crooks, who we will only give a chance for whatever reason, even though he's been playing outstanding for Scunthorpe since we let him go. He's like 6'4", whatever he is, built like a tank, run, he's got pace, he's got obviously defensive ability, but for whatever reason we're just not going to give him a chance, which I just don't understand at all. So you think he's probably going to go in there, slot in there, and then you can maybe push him up, and obviously the Rossiter as well, but he's injured all the time. That's basically Pena. That is a massive thumbs up from me. Is it a thumbs up from you? Maybe let me know down below. And while you actually tell me, lads, headphone users, beware. It's time for a little sponsor break. Now, no cola today, as it's costing me a lot of money to do these fucking sponsor breaks. Alright, this is supposed to be paying me. Anyway, enjoy. Sponsor break. And we're back. Yes, that is a Marvel-esque sort of themed mug. Moving on to the next person, that's actually going to be Herrera. Now, Herrera, I'm a bit hit or miss, because he is a lovely looking human being. He's a delicious piece of man candy, as I like to say. And there's obviously a lot of hype. He said all the great things, like how successful the club is, blah blah, loves the history, cool stuff. Then you look at his goal scoring record, and then you go, oh no, fucking no. His best return for when he played for Pedro was 5 goals in 21 appearances. Oh no. His recent club, what was it? Like 10 goals. I can't even, I'm not even want to lie to you, guess you, but I know it wasn't very, very good. He scored 52 goals and 216 appearances or something like that in the last sentiment years, which isn't great. But I've been reading a wee bit more about, and I've noticed he's a bit more of a target man. He creates the space for a lot of people, and I think he's going to be a perfect pair for a little Alfredo. And I think they two are actually going to be very dangerous if you remember, and if you're old enough to remember, the sort of the Pedro, Perso, sorry, and Novo partnership. Low knockdowns, Novo run and score. I think that's what it's going. If you want to go all the way back to the proper, like, unbelievable top-notch players, the Mark Hateleys and the Alan McCoys. I think that's what they're sort of building towards. Obviously, they're not going to be in that class, but I think that's what they're trying to do. Big man, it's going to win everything. It's not going to get bullied, and also a little man to sit in the middle of the box to clean up. And I think it's going to be a tremendous partnership. But that's basically been the Rangers roundup today. I'm not really going to talk about any other players because I've talked about them in my previous videos. I just wanted to really announce these two players have finally arrived. Fantastic. They're plenty in time. They've still got 7 days till I see them live when I'm vlogging it, match vlog. And yeah, stay tuned on Twitter. I'll talk about how we're going to be doing some meetups and everything before the game on Thursday the 29th. I said the 28th in my last video. The Thursday the 29th. We'll do a wee bit of meetup, we'll do a wee bit of fan thing, and we'll do something for the video. But yeah, I have been CJ Novo 92. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, drop a comment, and bye-bye.